All right. Cool Trainer Edgar is right here. Okay, now I'm going to use my words to talk to him. All right. Cool Trainer Edgar. A Mega Charizard Y. Yep. I made it this far a couple of times, but the last stretch is so long. All right. Here's Edgar. All right. Edgar has a Charizard. He actually opens with it. A Mega Charizard Y. Why? I don't know. So, this Charizard is pretty strong, obviously. It mostly just sets up the sun for the rest of the team. Fortunately, with a Choice Scarf, Alaska just kills with Rock Slide. So, this Charizard is going to set up the sun and die. And that's about it for Charizard. So, let's kill it. There's the drought. There's the sun's rays. And there's the rock slide. Now they're going to send in the first Pokemon that outspeeds and kills my Choice Scarf Arcanine Hisui. The Pokemon is Chlorophyll Lilligant Hisui. There it is. All right, so it kills me with close combat, so it's going to use close combat. And we get something that's quite a treat in this fight. We get a rare occurrence. We're going to switch in P on the close combat, and we're going to take it just fine. It's time for P. That's right. P is coming in, and it is not exiting out. With the defense drop from Lilligant's close combat, it now dies to a first impression. Choice Band boosted. Let's go. Choice Band first impression with the defense drop kills Lilligant. P with the kill. Here we go. Bang! There it goes. Now, they're going to send in a Pokemon that's faster and kills me. That Pokemon is Rhyperior. Rhyperior's only move that can kill me, however, is Head Smash. So, it's going to be using Head Smash. Which my Sprout takes just fine. Can't get crit. It is, it's just going to take it, man. Sprout comes in. There's the Head Smash. Boom! Huge damage. The thing is, this is a rock ground type, and I have a grass type. You can guess what happens next. Giga Drain kills Rhyperior and goes back to full HP. We're holding an Expert Belt. I think it might have been a little... Was it necessary? Let's see. Yeah, it is holding an Expert Belt, and it was actually necessary. We could have done Miracle Seed, but anyways. Yeah, Giga Drain kills this guy. We go back up to full HP. Just a little bit of overkill, never hurt nobody. And now, the Sun Team sends out Ninetales, the Ice type. The Alola Ninetales. This Alola Ninetales, it sees that it can kill me with Freeze Dry most of the time, so it's going to use Freeze Dry. It could use Nasty Plot. That would be pretty scary if it used Nasty Plot, right? But either way, Alaska can switch in on a Freeze Dry, right? My Fire type can switch in on a Freeze Dry. Or a Nasty Plot, that's okay too. So Alaska is going to switch in here now. There's the Freeze Dry. We can't get frozen because we're in the sun. Not that it matters, because Flare Blitz would thaw us out anyways. While we're using it, I believe. Man, I don't understand switching AI. I thought it would be Venusaur, since Venusaur outspeeds and one-shots. That's the problem. Ninetales also outspeeds and also one-shots. and Ninetales is up first. So, now Ninetales' strongest move against Arcanine is... that's right, Moonblast. Moonblast. So, it's just going to go for Moonblast as... I'm just going to go for Flare Blitz. It's whatever. Like, it has a Focus Sash, so it's going to survive one, but, like, who cares about Moonblast, right? We outspeed. We hit it. It'd be really funny if it burned. And the Focus Sash kind of didn't really matter. Oh, okay. Well, there's the Moonblast, and we outspeed, so... Just another Flare Blitz kills. Yeah, we just outspeed and kill. Here, perfect. Moonblast is kind of funny in the sun. Yeah, you know what? I never really thought about that. This is kind of silly. Anyways. The next Pokemon to outspeed and kill me is going to switch in. That's Venusaur. Venusaur also has Chlorophyll, so it's super fast. And it's going to use Solar Beam or Earthquake because they both kill. So we're going to switch into a Pokemon that can take a Solar Beam and an Earthquake. That Pokemon is Salami. Its very first battle. Oh, Salami's here. So Salami comes in. It's going to Intimidate. And it's going to use Earthquake or Solar Beam. There's a Solar Beam. We survive a crit Solar Beam. And the next turn as well. So, Salamence, despite being modest, still has the hefty 135 attack stat. So with the Sharp Beak, a dual Wing Beat does kill Venusaur after one Life Orb chip. So it will be using Weather Ball here, but it's going to die after that. There it is. Weather Ball cannot burn, so we don't need to worry about it. And there's a dual Wing Beat. Hit one hit and 2 hits. Fantastic. And then the final Pokemon comes out. It is a gooey Goodra. And Goodra is a Dragon type with a notably low defense stat. And we happen to have a very strong physical dragon move in Outrage, which also kills, allowing Salami to get 2 kills on his very first battle, and making this a 4 Pokemon line. And is this the first time we've seen the Outrage move in this whole playthrough? Maybe. And there we go. Oh no, my speed dropped. 3 trainers remain in Victory Road. All right, so we have Triathlete Darren. Apparently this is a Triathlete. Doesn't look like it, but apparently this is Triathlete Darren. This fight has a Wobbuffet. If we've missed a detail on how Wobbuffets work, we could lose a Pokemon, but obviously our fingers are crossed. Hopefully that's not the case. Let's go, Darren. Bring it on, buddy. Bang! Alright. Archeops comes in. Archeops dies to Volt Switch. Yep, that's it. It dies to Volt Switch. We're Choice Spexed. Yeah, it just dies. Yep. Evil Dino Nugget be like. And we switch in Mustard, who is Toxic Poisoned. You'll see why in a second. Yeah, alright. So, Urshifu comes in, and now we got a Choice Band on this Urshifu. It's Toxic Poisoned, and that baits in this Dragapult, because Dragapult sees a kill with Dragon Darts. That's not a priority move, right? I'm just gonna check. That'd be really embarrassing. Fantastic, alright. It's not. I just had to check. I don't know. I'm not... I never got a Dragapult, so I don't know. Anyways, it's going to attack me because it sees that it kills me. But I have Choice Band Sucker Punch, so it's going to die first. There it is. Bang. It's gone. Okay, now Triathlete Darren is going to send out the next Pokemon that outspeeds and kills me. That Pokemon, that's right, it's Pikachu. Why has it got a hat on? What? Is that a special Pikachu? Does this thing have crazy stats? It has a light ball. Pikachu with a hat? What? That's Ash's Pikachu? It's level 100, by the way. It dies all the same. It dies with Sucker Punch, as this Pikachu will be attacking me. Why wasn't the hat in the calc? I didn't calc for a hat. Oh god, let's hope it doesn't increase his defense. Sucker Punch. Alright, good. So now that our HP is down, we're toxic, so we didn't get static from the Pikachu. And also, so this Charizard sees a kill with Flare Blitz and only Flare Blitz, I think. It sees a kill with only Flare Blitz. So, it has to Flare Blitz this turn. We will switch in a Pokemon that can take a Flare Blitz, as this is going to Mega Evolve as well. Scary. We're going to go into Corn Cob here. Yeah, we switch in Noivern to take the Flare Blitz here. Did you forget Recoil? No. No. We took Recoil into account. Recoil is actually very important here. We want... So, Corn Cob switches in. It takes the Flare Blitz. Wow, we found its Charizardite X. Okay. So. Now Charizard is going to Flare Blitz here. We take a little bit of damage. Actually, a lot of damage, even though it's resisted. But more importantly, Charizard takes Recoil. And now, with the Recoil, Draco Meteor just barely kills. So, we will be using Draco Meteor on this turn. We drop a Draco. Boom! And that kills. Perfect. Fantastic. Now, they do have a Pokemon that kills me. That Pokemon is Nidoking, so Nidoking should come out next because it kills me with Ice Beam. Yes. Alright, good. Wobbuffet's coming out last. So, this will be using Ice Beam on this turn. And because it's using Ice Beam, we are going to switch in Licorice. It has a Focus Sash, so we can't kill it in one hit, but it's totally fine. Licorice is just going to switch in, and it's going to be totally, it's going to be A-okay, totally good. Yep. Excellent. Perfect. Yep. Alright. We cannot get frozen because this Nidoking has sheer force. It also has a Focus Sash. Like I said, so it doesn't die in one hit, which is a little annoying. So we need to make it die in 2 hits. So we're going to Rock Smash to lower its defense. In this game, it's a guaranteed defense drop. And with that defense drop, we can now kill it in 1 hit with a different Pokemon. Yo, counter. That's crazy. But yeah, now it is, it's going to attack again. We're going to switch in Sashimi, who is going to finish the job. A Pokemon we have not seen in a while. And now there's a 1 in, like, 100-something thousand that Sashimi dies here. If it uses Ice Beam and it critical hits and it max rolls, and then it's Sludge Wave and critical hits and max rolls. Alright. Sashimi's fine. Anyways, with the defense drop, Nidoking does die. Yeah, here's a Sludge Wave. It can't poison again because of the... Oh my god, it crit. Whew. We were a little low on HP there, huh? But anyways, we have a Shed Shell, so we can switch out a Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet, of course, having no attacking moves. That was half of the fiction. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we switch in Pop Rocks. And, Pop Rocks is never going to attack this Wobbuffet. Pop Rocks is instead just going to sit here and Toxic it. So there's Toxic. There you go. And now I'm just going to hit Toxic until it's dead. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to click Toxic every turn until it falls over. There's a Mirror Coat. We're just gonna stare at each other. Yeah. Speed up? No. What if I misclick during the speed up somehow? Staring contest. Wait. Does this kill now? Oh, we got Encored into Toxic. That's so crazy. Oh, there's the Iapapa Berry, so it's going to survive a couple extra turns. And we use Toxic. We use Toxic. Come on, finish it. Come on, let me free here. There we go. Wobbuffet's down. And 2 fights remain. Here we go. It is battle time. The second to last trainer in Victory Road. Only 1 left after this, as long as we get through it. Trainer Hallie? Is it Spectrum though? This is true. This one was a little bit tricky to calc for. There's a higher likelihood that we missed something, but I guess our fingies are crossed. Hoping for the best. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right. Cool trainer, Hallie. Hallie, probably. Whew. She has a tricky team. Mostly the Floette Eternal with Light of Ruin. She killed AZ. I think that's his name. Or is his name Za? I don't know. Anyways, this has Sturdy. It can explode. It is Stealth Rock. All the usual business. We fake out to waste its first turn and break its Sturdy. Alright. Then we will switch to Torterra, because now this is guaranteed to Earthquake, I believe. Because it sees a kill. There it is. So we take the Earthquake. Youch, that hurt. And because the Sturdy is broken, Giga Terrain simply kills. Yeah, that one can explode as well, so it's good. But anyways, we don't get quite all of our HP back because we have Life Orb. So now they're going to send in the first Pokemon that outspeeds and kills, and that is Weavile. It kills me with Triple Axle. A little scary, but I think we found our way around it. This has a Focus Sash, as basically every Weavile does. So we're going to switch in Escargot on the Triple Axle. Escargot is holding no item on the Triple Axle here. We take 1. We take 2. And we take 3. And just barely do we survive a Triple Axle and 2 more hits, which allows us to 2x Scissor to kill. So we X Scissor once. As it goes for knockoff, we have no item. And its Focus Sash didn't activate there. We actually did 99%. And X Scissor will now kill as we survive this knockoff. Whoa! We're fine. So now, because basically everything kills us, it's just going to be the first Pokemon that outspeeds us is going to come in. But we're super slow, so it's just going to be Turtonator. Turtonator will kill us with either Body Press or Heat Crash. So, that is both resisted by which we have not seen in quite a while. Udon's coming out of the box. Yeah, Udon, Gonna slide into battle here. Alright, like that. There's a body press. Takes a little bit. And now we simply outspeed and we kill it with Draco Meteor. We're holding a Dragon Fang, so that gets the job done. And now the problem Pokemon of the fight arrives. Took a while to figure out how to beat this thing. Because Floette Eternal. Why was that Weavile's sprite there? Did anyone see that? Anyways. Because Floette has Light of Ruin, which is a 140 base power special fairy move. It outspeeds Dragonite, and it will be using a Light of Ruin. But we need to get in the Pokemon that's going to kill this Floette without taking any damage. The only way we could figure out how to do that is, of course, with P. The thing is, it just kills P if it crits. Which is why we gave it an Assault Vest. So with an Assault Vest, P is able to switch in to take the Light of Ruin. Crazy move. Even if it crits, we survive. We get emergency exited out. And then Arcanine comes in. And Arcanine is holding a Choice Band. With the Choice Band, it kills Floette, but the Floette's faster, so we need to take another Light of Ruin, or a Psychic potentially, but most likely Light of Ruin. Yeah, there's a Light of Ruin. As Floette hits. Bang. It goes down to my Flare Blitz. Boom, there it goes. Crazy move. Yep. And now they're going to send in their own evil Escavalier. Which, unfortunately, it's not going to take this Flare Blitz very well. Choice Band Alaska Flare Blitz does 300% minimum to this Escavalier. So, yep. It's just... bye-bye. And then the final Pokemon of the battle is going to come in. That is going to be Mawile, which also gets one-shot until we get intimidated. Now, if this was a regular Mawile, we still would kill it with Flare Blitz, but it has Sucker Punch. And when it Mega Evolves, that Sucker Punch can kill me. Because it thinks we outspeed and kill it right now, it has to go for Sucker Punch. So because we know it has to use Sucker Punch on this turn, we will be switching in Sprout. Let me just double check this. I want to be damn sure. Regular Mawile with Intimidate. A regular Mawile with Intimidate. It sees that it is slower than us. Yes. It dies, and it does not kill me with any other move. Which means it must use Sucker Punch on this turn, because it wants to get some chip damage in beforehand. So yeah, because Mawile is guaranteed to Sucker Punch on this turn, we gotta switch to Sprout, because it's a free switch. And now the reason why Sprout is holding the Life Orb is revealed. It's because it kills Mawile in one hit with Earthquake. But yeah, we're going to take a no damage from a Sucker Punch here. There it is. And we outspeed and kill with Earthquake. But now, again, because we outspeed and we actually kill it this time, it is going to Sucker Punch again. So, it's going to Sucker Punch, we're going to Earthquake, and win the battle. Whoop. So much damage. And there goes the battle. Every fight in Victory Road done except for the final one against Vito. just Vito left. The final boss of Victory Road, an absolute demon. So, Vito opens up with Indeedee. Indeedee has a Focus Sash and Psychic Surge, which sets up the Psychic terrain for the entire battle, which means priority moves do not work. And he has an insanely fast Beast Boost Pheromosa that you cannot hit with any priority moves, a Shell Smashing Cloyster with a Focus Sash that you cannot hit with any priority moves, an Unburdened Psychic Seed super fast Halucha that you cannot hit with any priority moves, and Mega Alakazam with Expanding Force. And then there's also Aggron, who has Sturdy Cuss stat. Can you explain no priority? Psychic Surge sets up Psychic Terrain, and Psychic Terrain makes no priority moves work.